Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new, if you are not new, welcome back.
Metro, yo Metro. I fell in love with a lesbian. Came to knock on your door, baby, let me in. I should've learned my lesson then. I didn't wanna keep going, I was hesitant. I try to ignore all the evidence, but I'm gon' trust myself, ain't no better than. But they roll it two-tone like the president.
It is your girl, Shy Najeé. That's how you pronounce it. Najeé. It's not Najeé. None of that. I thought I would give you guys a proper introduction this time because I do not be doing it. Like, I just be thinking y'all know me and y'all don't. So today's video is gonna be 10 things that I wish I knew as a college freshman. So let me give you guys a little bit of background about me as of right now. I am currently a college sophomore. I attend Coppin State University in Westmont, Maryland. I'm on a full ride scholarship. I have a 3.7 GPA. And yes, so those were just a little bit of my credentials. Oh, and my major is applied psychology. So those are a little bit of, factors about me. So I hope you guys find me to be very credible as, we're going to get into the video as far as 10 things that I wish I knew as a freshman. Before we get started, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Comment down if you were, like, what year you were in. If you are a freshman, comment what school you're going to this year, class of 2027. Also, guys, I'm recording on an iPhone right now. I'm not recording on my camera. Okay, rule number 1. Before you even get there, make sure everything is laid out. Make sure you are on your P's and your Q's. Make sure you turn in that FAFSA on time. Make sure you put in your housing application on time. I didn't do mine on time for a specific reason, but don't be like me. And I was lucky that I have a small campus, because if I didn't have a small campus, my room would have been gone. Make sure you fill in all your paperwork on time. That's number 1. Make sure you get all that done, all that out the way. Especially your FAFSA. Do not forget to do that. Do not forget to do that. Okay? That's before you get to the school. If for some reason the school drags their feet, you make sure you handle that as soon as you get to campus. Like, literally after you finish moving in on moving day, go to the housing office, go to the admissions office. Make sure you are on top of your business, because you wait and you play. If you wait and if you play around, it's just gonna slip from your finger just like that. And next thing you know, it's something irreversible that you cannot change. So yeah, rule number 2, as far as classes, it's kind of iffy as far as class. So this is what I will say. Most people don't pick night classes. I took a night class my last semester. As far as your classes and class time, here's number 2. Work off of your own personal schedule and what you would know that you would do or what you would like. Don't listen to nobody else. So when they say that don't pick an 8 a.m. class, for me, yes, that is true. But if you're a morning person and you can get up at 8 a.m. and you can knock out all your classes by 12 o'clock, you have the whole rest of the day to yourself. But if you're not a morning person, if you're never going to get up on time for class, pick a class that's like 10:30. Pick a class that's like, 1 o'clock, something like that, if you have the ability to. And as far as like a late night classes aren't bad, but again, if you know yourself, if you know you're not going to want to go to one, usually late night classes are only 1 time a week, so it's not that bad. But if you just know even that 1 time a week you're not going to want to go, don't do it. So yeah, know yourself when it comes to the time of class. Don't listen to just don't do 8 a.m. at all. If you can get up at 7 and be ready by 8, or 6 and be ready by 8, do that. Number 3, please communicate with your professors. This is not, I will also say this in high school, but this is not high school where your teachers are just gonna, extend themselves. A lot of professors, they come there, they do their job, and they go home. They don't do nothing more. So you have to extend yourself to make sure that you're getting everything that you need. So build a bond with your professor. Make sure you're clarifying all the different work that needs to be done. Make sure teacher, asking them for, help if you need help, or asking them where to guide you towards help. And yeah. Number 4, still on the topic of professors. Make sure that if you have I wouldn't say bad professor, but a professor that's not professional and that's not on their stuff. If you have one of those, I've had a few of those. If you have one of those professors that's not on it, they're not professional, they're playing with the grade, they're playing with your time, take it to higher ups every time, because you never want to allow it to happen for the entire semester like I did. And then y'all, I ended up getting a C on my final in my philosophy class, and that man never had us go past page 15 in the book. And I'm like, how is that even possible that I would get this on my grade? And by the time I read it, it was too late, and I couldn't really advocate for myself. So as soon as it happens, be on it. Go to the president. You should know the president. Let's make that number 5. Know who your president is. Know who the big ranking people are. Know their email. If you can see them in person, go see them in person. Go meet them in person, and go introduce yourself personally, because it will go a long way. If a professor try to play with you, if someone in a housing office try to play with you, if someone in a health building try to play with you, go to these higher up people and express your concerns, and it's going to be taken way more seriously. Because one thing about the president don't play. They need their reputation. They want to make sure that their students is getting what they need to get. Yeah. I'm gonna give y'all my own real story. Since I have a scholarship, my books are covered. In my first semester, I tried to go to the library and get books, and they tried to tell me I couldn't get books no more or something like that, saying something about a deadline. And none of us knew anything about this. None of us on the scholarship knew anything about this. So they tried to tell me I couldn't get books, and I needed my books, and I was not paying for my books out of pocket. So one day I'm walking on campus, found my president. Hello, sir. Nice to meet you. I am. And we walked right to the library, and I got my books. So make sure you know who is who, because it's definitely going to help. Know your president. Know your higher-ups. Know your vice president. Know your assistant president. The president of the school. Know everybody in that high board. So if you can't get to one person, you can get to another. Even if you can't directly get to the president himself, go to the president's office. This might sound so cliche. You'd be like, oh, I'm not going to do this and be lazy. But this is very important. Please take notes. Please take notes. Especially if you have a lengthy class that's a general requirement class you have to. Biology. I'm already pretty good at the basics of biology, but once we start, diving in, and we was having a lab test every week, and then we was having our regular class test bi-weekly. I was taking. This is my best friend. This is my notebook. I still have my notes. I will actually show y'all my notes right here. Okay, y'all. So if y'all see right here, this is all of. Sorry, that's not a good look. Oh, but if y'all see right here, here's all my notes. I stopped using a notebook throughout the semester. I started using it on my iPad. Take notes. Make sure you take lengthy notes. Make sure you study. Take notes and study it together. It might sound cliche. You may feel like you're too old for that. You should just be able to get it. No, some stuff you really gotta keep going over and over again before you get it. So that's number 6. Take notes and study. Number 7. Go to any and every event your first, especially as a college freshman. Go to any and every event your first week, your first semester. At least if you don't want to do it for the first full year, at least give yourself the first few weeks or the first semester. And I'm going to tell you why. Your college experience really is what you make it. If you just go to class, go to the dining hall, go in your room, you're not going to enjoy it. You might because you might be in a new, environment, new location, but you're not gonna get that full college experience. So even if you think that you're not gonna like something, or if you don't know if you're gonna like it or not, just go. Like, I remember my first semester, my first week, I was outside. It was a paint night. It was an organization night. It was like everything back to back. It was like a little s'mores thing, I think. They had a little cookout. Go to the events. You never know. Just have a good time. You're spending money here. You want to have a good time. At least give it the first semester. If you're not that type of person that likes to be a part of organizations and clubs and events and go to the events and stuff, that's fine. But try to step out of your shell, because you're definitely going to grow in college. Know that you're going to grow. Let's make that number 8, the grow part. Okay. You are going to grow while you're in college. Do not fight this growth, okay? Because you might have an identity crisis while you're in college. Your first year, I'm not gonna lie. I had an identity crisis like 2 times, I'm not gonna lie. First, my first semester, then the second, my second semester, because it's just like you have so much going on around you, and it's like the same set of ideals and ideas that you had before coming to college could completely switch just like that. Stuff that you would do that you would feel like you would never want to do again, or stuff that you said that you would never do when you start doing it. Or different career fields that you may be interested in. You may go into school wanting to be a nurse, and then you end up wanting to be a teacher. So that's number 8. Don't fight this growth. Don't think you changing up on yourself. Don't think you not being consistent in your word. Still be consistent in the overall goal, but know that the little steps to get to the overall goal may change. You're still going to graduate in 4 years, but the way you envisioned it may not be the way that it pans out. And a lot of times it's for the better, so you just have to embrace that change and just know that it's going to happen. It's inevitable. So, number 9, making friends. Making friends is important, and not for the reasons why you think or you may think. Making friends is not important in the sense where you want to be popular, you want to know this person, you want to know that person. If that's what you want, okay. You're not going to keep friends for that long, but, or you're like, I know some people, but the reason why I say that making friends is important is because you never know what friend you may need for what. Say one day you miss class, but you don't have no friends in that class, or you don't know nobody in that class, you're not cordial with nobody in that class. How are you supposed to get the information? A lot of the times, the professors will be like, ask someone else from class. Or they'll be like, oh, well, we already covered this, so I'm not going over it. There are some professors that will do that. Some will actually go back and show you the material that they went over, but not everyone will. So if you run into that, you need to know someone. Or like, maybe you may need help getting an on-campus job or something, but you don't know nobody. But if you had a friend that works at the library, now she or he can push you on, and then you may have a job at the library too. So just try to, be friendly to people, and, I'm not good at that. Not saying like I be mean to people, but like, I'm not good at necessarily putting myself out there. I speak to people who speak to me, but that's something that I'm definitely working on for this next semester, because I want to talk to more people. I want to interact with more people. I don't want to be friends with everybody, because everybody's not friend worthy. But I do want to be more like mutual and like casual and open with everybody. So like, we can all help each other in these next 3 or 4 years. For me, 3 years. For y'all, 4 years if you're watching this and you're a freshman. Make sure you're showing up for yourself every day, every night. Make sure you are there. Write a letter, write a book. Call them 30 times. Email them, hello, how are you? Make sure they get your stuff right. Do not let them play. It's money on the line. It's a lot of money on the line. It's thousands of dollars on the line. Do you have thousands of dollars on the line right now to just go to school? I know I don't. Last tip. If you are going into college in a relationship, and listen up and listen clearly. If you are going into college in a relationship, it's going to be a 50-50 split. split, or sometimes it really may be 80, 20, 70, 30. But what I mean by that is it's going to be one force of life pulling towards your partner, and it's going to be one force of life pulling towards yourself. Again, you are growing. I'm not saying this for the reason where everybody thinks, oh, your partner goes to college, they're going to cheat on you. No, it's very hard. I mean, it's very easy not to cheat. Honestly, it's easy not to cheat. If you didn't cheat and y'all was together in high school, you're not going to cheat while y'all together in college. That's just weird. But I will say that there will be a lot of new opportunities. You might have an internship that's across the country. You might get a job that's in the state where you're going to college, and you still want to have that job over break time, but then your boyfriend or your girlfriend is back at home. So just know that you have to learn how to balance your relationship. Do not put everything into your partner. Love your partner. You want to be with your partner. You want to build with your partner. But you are here spending time and money for you to make you better. And if your partner cannot accept it, as long as you're not just being like full-blown selfish, like acting bad. If your partner cannot accept that, then y'all know the rest. I'm not about to tell y'all what to do, but you and your partner should be able to see eye to eye with certain stuff, and not force a person or force one another to like miss out on certain opportunities or events and stuff like that because of how y'all feel for each other, or if y'all want to see each other. It's gonna take sacrificing. So your relationship will take sacrificing, and I believe that if y'all both here with it, y'all can last through if y'all want to last through. But you have to know that you're going to be going through a whole new. You're going from a caterpillar to a butterfly, quite literally. So those are the top 10 things I wish I knew as a college freshman. I hope you liked the video. If you did like the video, give me a like and make sure you subscribe and make sure you drop a comment. Again, say what school you're going to. If you have any questions, drop them down below. Anything you want to say, put it down below. Yeah, if you guys want another 10 tips, because I can go on for days, just comment down below. And your wish is my command. But yeah, yo, thank y'all for watching my video. I'll see y'all next time.